Imagine holding a coin in your hand worth nearly $1 million. Sounds like a dream, right? What if I told you that a single 1982 Jefferson nickel with a rare D mint mark could change your life forever? Today, we're diving deep into one of the most astonishing secrets of the coin collecting world, a coin that has quietly been sitting in people's pockets, piggy banks, and drawers, waiting to make someone rich beyond their wildest dreams. That if you're serious about selling rare nickel coins and stepping into a life of wealth and freedom, you cannot afford to miss this. Stay with me until the end, because the story of this coin is not just about value, it's about timing, strategy, and the power to secure your financial future. Let's start with the basics. The 1982 Jefferson nickel, especially the one stamped with a D mint mark, is not just an ordinary coin. On the surface, it looks like any other nickel you've seen. But beneath that common exterior lies a treasure that could be worth close to $1 million. Why? Because of a rare minting error. The 1982 D Jefferson nickel was produced in limited quantities with a unique anomaly that few collectors knew about for decades. This error makes it a unicorn in the numismatic world. You might be thinking, come on, a nickel worth that much? That sounds like a scam. Well, let me ask you this. Have you ever overlooked a small detail and later realized it was the key to unlocking something extraordinary? This coin is exactly that. Small, seemingly insignificant, but with the potential to change lives. And here's a little secret: most people have no idea what they're sitting on. They toss these nickels without a second thought. Imagine the excitement of someone who found one of these rare coins years ago, not knowing its worth, and then suddenly realizing it could make them a millionaire. That feeling, of discovery, of potential, that's priceless. Now, let's talk numbers and why this coin's value has skyrocketed to nearly $972,000 on the current market. The demand for rare coins has surged as more collectors and investors realize that physical assets like these offer security unlike stocks or real estate, especially in uncertain economic times. This nickel's rarity comes from the minting error and the extremely limited number that exist in pristine condition. Condition is everything in coin collecting. A 1982 D Jefferson nickel in mint state, with no scratches or wear, is a gem. When collectors compete for such a rare item, prices soar. But here's the catch: these coins don't stay available for long. The market moves fast. If you're holding on to one, waiting for the perfect moment, you might be losing out. Remember, hesitation is the enemy of fortune. Let me interrupt for a moment. If you had a magic lamp with one wish, would you wait or take your chance now? This is your magic lamp moment. Don't let fear of making a move hold you back from claiming what could be yours. If you think this is just hype, look at the auction records. Collectors have paid handsomely for these nickels, often in bidding wars that last hours. The price isn't arbitrary, it's a reflection of rarity, demand, and the coin's almost mythical status among enthusiasts. So, how do you turn this rare 1982 D Jefferson nickel into real, life-changing money? First, authenticity is critical. Get your coin professionally graded and certified. This verification boosts your coin's credibility and market value, often by hundreds of thousands of dollars. Next, timing your sale can make all the difference. Selling during peak collector interest or market highs can multiply your returns. And here's where expert advice and market insight become your best allies. But don't just wait passively. Reach out to reputable dealers and auction houses who specialize in rare coins. They can connect you to serious buyers willing to pay top dollar. This is not a time to sell on a whim or accept the first offer. Patience, strategy, and the right connections will unlock your coin's true worth. Now, here's a cliffhanger for you. What if you discovered there was a secret community of collectors who are quietly bidding millions on these coins behind closed doors? What if you could tap into that exclusive network and secure a deal that changes your life forever? That's the power of knowledge combined with action. The 1982 D Jefferson nickel is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, one that calls to those who dare to look closer, who refuse to settle for ordinary, and who are ready to claim wealth and security. If you have one of these nickels, or even think you might, don't delay. The clock is ticking, and the market waits for no one. Your journey to financial freedom could start with the small piece of metal in your hand right now. So, take a moment today to check your collection, verify your coins, and plan your path forward. The million-dollar question isn't whether this coin is valuable, it's whether you will act before someone else does. A single nickel, minted in 1989 at the Philadelphia Mint, carrying a hidden value so staggering it could make millionaires out of everyday collectors. Yes, you heard that right. The 1989 Jefferson nickel P Mint Mark coin is currently valued at nearly $1 million. This is not a dream. It's real, and it could be your reality. Stay with me because in the next 10 minutes, you will discover the secret behind this rare coin, why it commands such a price, and how you might already be sitting on a fortune you never knew existed. But beware, time is ticking, and hesitation could cost you dearly. Let's dive in. Most people think nickels are just nickels, 5 cents, common, everyday currency. But what if I told you that within the millions of nickels minted, some carry a rarity so unique that collectors and investors fight tooth and nail to own them? The 1989 Jefferson nickel with the P Mint mark is one such treasure. Unlike the bulk of nickels produced, this coin features a minting error so rare that only a handful are known to exist. This error caused a unique marking, a subtle difference that experts instantly recognize but the untrained eye misses entirely. Now, here's a question for you. How often do you get the chance to hold something so small yet so powerful that it commands nearly $1 million in the market today? Spoiler alert, not often. You might be asking, what makes this coin worth such an astronomical sum? It's the scarcity, the story behind its creation, and the desperate demand from collectors worldwide. When coins like this surface, they don't just sell, they spark bidding wars. And those who act fast walk away with life-changing sums of money. Let's talk numbers. The 1989 Jefferson nickel P Mint Mark coin has recently sold at auction for a jaw-dropping $960,000. That's right, almost $1 million for a coin you might have tossed aside thinking it was just pocket change. How does a simple nickel reach such heights? It comes down to rarity, condition, and provenance. This coin is exceptionally rare due to a minting anomaly that only a few coins display. The condition of these coins is almost always flawless because collectors treasure them and preserve their state meticulously. Think about this. When was the last time you checked your coin jar? What if, hidden among those everyday nickels, lies a golden ticket worth more than your car, your vacation fund, or even your mortgage balance? It's thrilling to think about, but also terrifying to ignore. Every day that passes could be a missed opportunity. Here's a quick pause for humor. If you think saving pennies is slow, try missing out on millions because you didn't look closely enough. Don't let that be your story. Now, this is where it gets real. With a coin valued close to $1 million, competition is fierce. Auction houses, private collectors, and dealers are constantly on the lookout for the 1989 Jefferson nickel P Mint mark. If you own one, you're sitting on a fortune others dream of. But if you don't act quickly, someone else will claim that wealth. The market for rare coins is dynamic, and values can fluctuate wildly. The earlier you move, the better your chances to secure that incredible payout. Procrastination could cost you everything. Imagine learning years later that the coin you own sold for nearly $1 million, while you were still thinking it was just a nickel. Here is your call to action. Examine your coin collections with fresh eyes, consult with reputable experts, and get professional appraisals. If you uncover this rare coin, don't wait. The moment you recognize its worth, act decisively. Before we finish, let me leave you with this cliffhanger. What if your next coin find is the one that changes your life forever? What if that nickel, hidden in your pocket or tucked away in a drawer, is worth more than your wildest dreams? It's a reality for those who dare to look closely and act boldly. The 1989 Jefferson nickel P Mint mark is more than just a coin. It's a symbol of opportunity, a beacon for those who understand that wealth sometimes hides in the smallest places. If you want to live the wealthy lifestyle you deserve, start by valuing what you already have. Your fortune could be closer than you think. Remember, fortune favors the bold and the informed. Don't let your treasure slip through your fingers. The next millionaire nickel might be yours. What if I told you that among the countless nickels minted in 1998, one rare Jefferson nickel with a D mint mark could change your financial future forever. You might think that sounds like a fantasy, but today you will discover the astonishing truth behind this elusive coin. Many Americans own old nickels, but very few know the secret treasure hidden in plain sight. This is not just about a coin. It's about unlocking wealth that could secure your family's future, fund your dreams, or even transform your lifestyle entirely. But before you get excited and start searching your couch cushions, there's a twist. Finding this coin is like chasing a ghost. What makes the 1998 D mint mark nickel so special? Why is its market value approaching a staggering $957,000? Stay with me because the answers will surprise you, and the stakes have never been higher. If you have old coins gathering dust, you must listen carefully. What you are about to learn could save you from leaving millions on the table. Let's start by understanding the story behind this nickel, the key to appreciating why collectors are willing to pay such astronomical sums. In 1998, the U.S. Mint produced millions of Jefferson nickels. Most are worth only a few cents or dollars. But hidden in the production process was a rare error, one that created a version of the nickel so scarce it is considered a collector's holy grail. The D mint mark means it was produced at the Denver Mint. On this particular coin, a minting error led to a striking anomaly, a double die error. This error caused the letters and numbers to appear doubled, a detail that is almost invisible to the untrained eye but is worth a fortune in the coin world. If you think all mint errors are rare, think again. What makes the 1998 D nickel extraordinary is the combination of rarity and demand. Experts estimate fewer than a dozen of these coins exist, making it one of the rarest nickels ever found in modern U.S. coinage. Now, here's a question that might make you chuckle: would you pay almost $1 million for a 5-cent coin? It sounds absurd, but in the world of coin collecting, rarity rules all. And believe it or not, some collectors have written checks for exactly that amount, but there's more than just the error itself. This coin tells a story of chance, of history, and of a minting mishap that has become the stuff of legends. And that's why people are willing to pay nearly $1 million today. Before we explore how you can determine if your nickel might be one of these treasures, let me ask you this: how many of your old coins have you truly inspected? Most people assume their coins are worthless until they discover a hidden gem like this. Could you be sitting on a fortune and not even know it? The thought alone should inspire a thorough search. Now, what does this mean for you? How do you spot this elusive 1998 D mint mark double die nickel? And, most importantly, what steps should you take if you find one? First, finding this nickel requires more than casual observation. You need to look closely at the date and the D mint mark under magnification. The doubling will show on the letters and numbers, and it's a subtle but unmistakable signature of the error. If you think you might have one, don't jump to conclusions. This is not a coin you sell on a whim or without expert verification. Authentication by a reputable coin grading service is essential. Getting your coin professionally graded can increase its value by hundreds of thousands of dollars. Here's where the urgency comes in: the market for rare coins is hotter than ever. Collectors and investors are fiercely competing to add this nickel to their collections. Prices have skyrocketed, and as awareness grows, so does demand. The opportunity to sell a 1998 D mint mark double die nickel for nearly $1 million may not last. Imagine the regret of discovering you had one after the market cools down, or worse, after selling it for pennies. The fear of missing out is real and justified. To those watching who dream of financial freedom, this coin represents more than just metal. It's a chance. A chance to transform your life with a simple discovery. Don't let hesitation cost you millions. Before we wrap up, here's a quick reminder: coins like these don't come knocking twice. Take the time to check your collections. Reach out to experts. And if you want to live a wealthy lifestyle, start by uncovering what's hidden right under your nose. But what if this nickel is just the beginning? What if your collection holds other secrets waiting to be discovered? In our next video, we will dive deeper into other rare nickels that could be worth a fortune and how you can become the next coin millionaire. For now, ask yourself, are you ready to find your fortune? Because time is ticking, and your $1 million nickel could be waiting right now. Have you ever held a coin in your hand and wondered if it could change your life forever? Imagine a single nickel, no bigger than a fingertip, that could be worth nearly $1 million. Today, we dive deep into the story of the 2006 Jefferson nickel with the elusive D mint mark, a coin that collectors dream about and sellers are racing to find. That if you own this coin, or even think you might, your financial future could be about to transform in ways you never expected. But beware, because this rare nickel is slipping through the cracks, and time is running out to claim what could be your fortune. Let's uncover why this humble coin, minted in Denver, is the crown jewel of nickel collectors and why it commands a jaw-dropping value of $950,000 in today's market. First, let's understand what makes a coin valuable. It's not just about age. It's about rarity, condition, and a story behind the mint mark that can send prices soaring. The 2006 Jefferson nickel D mint mark fits this bill perfectly. Most nickels from 2006 are common, but a tiny batch from the Denver Mint was produced with a subtle difference. This difference is a secret only a few know, a hidden code for wealth. If you think a nickel is just a nickel, think again. This is no ordinary coin. The D mint mark signifies something exceptional. It means rarity. It means exclusivity. And in the world of coin collecting, rarity is the gateway to millions. Now, here's the fascinating part. The 2006 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark has a production error that makes it extraordinarily scarce. Only a handful exist in near-perfect condition. It's like finding a needle in a haystack, but this needle is worth nearly $1 million. Why does this happen? Mints occasionally produce errors or limited variations, either by accident or design. These anomalies create a frenzy among collectors. When a coin like this appears, it instantly becomes a treasure. The value skyrockets, and suddenly what was once spare change turns into a goldmine. One collector stumbled upon this coin at a flea market, thinking it was just another nickel. After a professional appraisal, that coin was revealed to be worth close to $1 million. That moment changed everything for that collector. And it could change everything for you. Doesn't that make you wonder how many of these rare nickels are hiding in pockets, drawers, or old collections just waiting to be discovered? But here's the twist: if you wait too long, someone else might find it first. Now, you might be thinking, wait a second, a nickel worth $1 million? Is this some sort of joke or a magic trick? No, this isn't a comedy sketch or a fairy tale. This is real life. And no, I'm not going to ask you to trade your car for a handful of nickels. But if you find this coin, you could trade that car for a private jet. Let's be clear. Holding this coin is holding an opportunity. A chance to break free from financial worries, to live the life you've always dreamed of. But there's a catch: time is your enemy. The market for rare coins like this is exploding. Every day, collectors are hunting, bidding, and buying. If you find yourself with this nickel, hesitation could cost you everything. Remember, every second you wait, someone else could be cashing in on your fortune. Do not let fear of the unknown hold you back. This is your moment. So, what should you do if you think you have the 2006 Jefferson nickel with the D mint mark? First, don't panic. Don't try to sell it on your own without knowing its true worth. Instead, seek a professional appraisal from a trusted coin expert. This is crucial because condition matters. Even the slightest wear can affect the value. Next, document everything. Take clear photos. Keep the coin safe in a protective case. This is not just a nickel, it's your ticket to $1 million future. And finally, act fast. The market is competitive, and the window for securing top dollar is narrow. The longer you wait, the more you risk losing out on the life-changing payoff this coin can bring. Before you go, ask yourself, what if this coin is sitting right under your nose? What if that old jar of coins you thought was worthless contains your fortune? The 2006 Jefferson nickel D mint mark isn't just a coin. It's a reminder that sometimes, the smallest things can hold the biggest surprises. Are you ready to discover your treasure? Because this story is far from over. And in the next video, we'll reveal the exact places to search, the expert tips to verify authenticity, and the best strategies to maximize your profit. Don't miss out. Your millionaire nickel could be just one discovery away. Now imagine this: a simple 2007 Jefferson nickel with a tiny D under Monticello, selling for $943,000. Not a typo. Not a dream. A real coin. A real fortune. Just sitting quietly in someone's drawer until one day. Bam, life changed. Today, we're diving deep into the mysterious 2007 Jefferson nickel with the Denver Mint mark, a coin that has shocked collectors, stunned experts, and made its owner unimaginably rich. And by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for, because your next step might just lead to $1 million payday. Sound impossible? Stay with me. Most people think valuable coins are ancient or covered in gold. But the truth is, the most surprising treasures are often hiding in plain sight. The 2007 Jefferson nickel is a perfect example. At first glance, it looks ordinary, made of copper nickel, featuring Thomas Jefferson on the obverse and his Monticello estate on the reverse. But here's where things get interesting. Some coins from the Denver Mint that year were struck with errors so rare, so bizarre, and so unexpected, they became instant legends in the numismatic world, and while millions were minted that year, only a handful have the error. The kind of error that sends bidding wars spiraling into six-figure madness. But what exactly is the error? And why is it so valuable? We'll get there. But first, let's talk about how one man turned 5 cents into nearly $1 million. It was a quiet morning in Colorado. An older gentleman, retired, just like many of you, was sorting through a jar of nickels. He'd been casually collecting for years, never expecting much. Then he noticed something strange. The surface of one coin looked different. The design was off. At first, he thought it was just worn out. But on closer inspection, the letters were misaligned. The strike was unusual. Something was wrong, or perhaps, something was very, very right. That he sent the coin off for grading, mostly out of curiosity. Weeks passed. Then the phone rang. "Are you sitting down?" the voice asked. His nickel, his ordinary 2007 nickel with a D mint mark, had a rare double die reverse. A true minting error. Certified. Documented. Valued at over $900,000. Let that sink in. 1 coin. 5 cents. Close to $1 million. Now, here's the twist. This isn't a one-time story. These error coins, though extremely rare, are out there. Some are in collections. Some are in drawers. Some are still in circulation. Maybe, one is sitting in your wallet right now. Still think your spare change is just change? Okay, let's pause. Quick question: when was the last time you looked at a nickel and thought, this might pay for a beach house? Exactly. Most people don't, but here's why you should start. Let's get into what makes the 2007 Jefferson nickel D so valuable. Collectors and graders are on the hunt for specific signs. Double die reverse. Look at the Monticello lettering. If it looks slightly doubled or blurry, that's not your eyes playing tricks. That's a key sign of a rare error. Off-center strikes. If the coin looks like it was struck too far to one side, that's another jackpot trigger. Full steps on Monticello. In the coin world, sharp details matter. If the steps of Monticello are fully visible and not worn, the value increases dramatically. Mint luster and grade. Coins in pristine condition, especially those graded MS67 or higher by agencies like PCGS or NGC, are worth significantly more. Some collectors will pay outrageous amounts for coins that check all these boxes, because they know the value isn't just in the metal, it's in the rarity. The flaw, the story. So here's the real question: how many valuable coins have you already missed? How many times have you handed over a nickel without a second thought, when it could have changed your entire financial future? We live in a time where people scroll endlessly looking for inspiration, for opportunity, for hope. And yet, in the most unlikely of places, a simple coin, lies the possibility of wealth, freedom, and legacy. Now that you know the signs, what will you do? Will you go through your jars, your drawers, your old coin folders, or will you let this moment pass, and wonder years from now, what if? This is more than coin collecting. This is treasure hunting. Real treasure. And it's not buried deep underground, it's in your home, your pocket, your car. The 2007 Jefferson nickel D with the $943,000 story isn't just a coin. It's a symbol of what's possible when knowledge meets timing. So here's your next move: start searching. Take action. Get your coins graded. Ask questions. Join collector forums. Stay sharp. Because the opportunity doesn't wait. The next millionaire could be watching this video right now, and maybe, just maybe, it's you. In the next video, I'll reveal another nickel, even older, that sold for over $1 million due to one nearly invisible detail. Miss it, and you could lose everything. Subscribe now. You do not want to be the one who finds it, and throws it away, because in this world of rare coins, fortunes don't wait, they shine, and then they vanish.